Hello, everyone. Welcome again. I know today again on my channel. So, today we're going to be talking about this controversial topic that's been going on between Aladdin and the Little Mermaid. Now, I am going to say the guy that acted the Aladdin movie, he has not been getting skate lately. So, I feel like he's taking this out on other people. And yes, there can be some a personal bias in there too. That's my own thoughts. Because this guy, why did you have to come out and then later on have to delete your old Twitter account because Twitter ate you raw? Like, why did you have to even stay at this? Because it was absolutely unnecessary. Now, what is his name? Is it Mena Massoud? I think that's his name. So he came out on Twitter because they were talking about how much Little Mermaid is going to be making on its first week or is already making on its first week. And this guy decided he was going to be a part of this topic and jumped right in. And you better believe Twitter ate him up. Literally. I don't feel sorry for him. Now, this is one thing about what he said. Let me just pull it up here so that you guys can see. So he's over here being petty, talking about comparing the movie, the Little Mermaid that I haven't seen yet. And, it's say that it's going to be coming out on the 26th. I haven't seen it yet. He's already bashing this movie. But he didn't come for other movies. And you better trust Twitter ate him raw. And I was there for it. Like, I do not understand some people and why they feel so entitled to come up and actually talk about other people. Like, especially trying to compare this movie. Nobody called Aladdin into, yes, okay, they did compare it to the movie Aladdin. But hey, you have not been getting skit. I mean, he sounds arrogant as he sounds crazy. Because he then doubled down and went and talked about black people after white actors. When it comes to the ladder, is black actors that black people get more representation, and literally going after the black people here. And I'm like, boy, hold on a second. Let me just wrap my head around this stuff for 1 second. You're trying to tell me that you want to have the same opportunities as black people in America when it comes to movie representation? Because hold on a second, we were the ones that were dragged out of their land and taken to America for slavery, that were over there building, breaking their backs and doing the most things and literally losing their lives. And now America is what it is because of, don't forget, these people were there first. The civil rights movement is there to allow everybody to have that same freedom because of what these people went through. And you're gonna come over here and talk about the representation that they've been getting. Like, boy, if you don't get out of here. Like, first of all, if you want to talk about representation, maybe you should talk about to the people that are actually casting, the actors, and have the problem with the industry, not with the people. Like, you sound dumb. I mean, he did sound dumb. And I'm like, see, I understand that some people would say, oh, people should be humble, but this guy does not know what humble is. And I'm going to say this. I feel like he should go and sit down, because let's not forget the Cleopatra controversy that we had last time. And I haven't done the review yet, and I'm going to do a review on that Cleopatra. But the whole controversial topic that we had with Cleopatra. Now, you're from Egypt, and it's giving me like you guys probably have a problem, especially them Arabs from Egypt. I'm looking at you guys sideways, like seriously. The more you guys are coming out and talking, the more I'm looking at you sideways. And I don't like stereotyping people, but it's giving me the gimme. Now, this guy, I'm going to say this. I think you're not going to be getting any more jobs. A lot of people are not going to be supporting you. You don't ruin your chance. Oh, I think this was the last thing that he tweeted, by the way. So he said black artists have the highest representation for minorities in Hollywood, followed by Asian, Latin American, Native Americans, and in the last place, North Africa. Like, boy, why did you have to call everybody else? Then work for it. Go over there and talk to them producers. Talk to the people that are actually head of that, companies. people that are actually producing the movie. Go talk to them instead of trying to drag everybody. See, this is why I don't believe in this POC group, because some people be out here being very, very greedy and very, very disrespectful and hating in the back. They be hating in the back and talking ish about each other in the back. That's why I don't do any kind of POC. I'm like, no, you work for yourself, I work for me. That's the kind of person I am. Now, he don't come out and start talking about. Do you know the history of Black Americans? First of all, like black people were not allowed to act, and they were portrayed by other people in blackface. Instead, there were other people that were acting the movie, putting on blackface, and it was a fact that it was necessary for black people to be in the movie instead of people doing blackface and portraying them. Now, you're coming out. Many of this industry are American industry, the movie industries. Of course, so they're gonna mostly pick their own people to act it. And yes, they do go out and do, pick one and two from there. Like you talking about, apart from North Africans, as if all Africans have, opportunities to act in the Hollywood movies. Oh, because there is a Black American there, so he represents everybody. Well, excuse me, no. Not all Africans are in Hollywood. So if they even pick you, you should be happy. So they pick you from North Africa, and you should be happy about that. They are not going to all African countries and picking up everybody to come act in Hollywood. They're just a token of Africans, actual Africans in Hollywood. Majority of the actors are African Americans. So I don't know why you literally having your pants in a bunch. But let me just bring some videos of people actually talking about this age, so that you guys can hear from other people apart from me. And I'm gonna come back with my commentary, by the way.
Girl, Aladdin is mad. So Mena responded to this tweet saying the Little Mermaid is tracking to earn 115 million on its domestic box office opening weekend. In comparison, Aladdin earned 112 million on its opening. So this is what he responded and said, our film was unique in that audiences went to watch it multiple times. It's the only way we reached the $1 billion mark with our opening. My guess, The Little Mermaid doesn't cross the billion mark, but will undoubtedly get a sequel. Aladdin, why you mad? Why you mad? Girl, the only reason you did it is because, first of all, Aladdin did not get a sequel. Second of all, what have you really done after Aladdin? I'm not trying to be shady, but don't come for The Little Mermaid, and especially do not come for Haley, because then we're going to have a big situation, okay? Girl, I do not need you to show me the world, because I am already part of her world. Yeah, that was cringe.
So the actor that played Aladdin deactivated his Twitter account after making some unusual claims on Twitter. So he basically said this, pause to read. And if I'm honest personally, I feel like this is bang out of order, disrespectful and rude. Like, why would you have to do that? Like, the thing is, if you're making a point, make a point. And what the point he's basically making is that Aladdin hit $1 billion in the global box office, but it didn't receive a sequel too. You know? And the thing is, he is right. Aladdin should have received a sequel to the first Aladdin that made $1 billion. Will Smith was going through controversy, and I just don't think Disney wanted to do a sequel to a live action when they had so many other live action movies already in the can and waiting to be filmed. So I felt like he could have come at this certain subject differently and then not receive the backlash. What do you guys think about it in the comments?
So I'm gonna say this is the first live action Little Mermaid movie, actual movie, that has gone this viral and everybody talking about it. It's been receiving hate, it's been receiving support, and a lot of people has been very, very biased and hateful. And like I said in my other video, I was tired of hearing people talk about the Little Mermaid, but I am more disappointed in Mena. I'm more disappointed because as an actor of, the minority, you should understand that you coming out and talking this way when You know the consequences, what might actually happen. I don't know what you thought was going to happen when you put out those tweets, because at first he was targeting the, how much it made, that Aladdin got up to $1 billion. Hey, the movie hasn't even come out yet. They said it's coming out on the 26th in the theater. So it's coming around 26. It's not the 26th yet, and it's already hitting. It's already there. And you coming out and trying to shade another minority, movie that has minorities in the movie, is giving me, I'm a hater in the back. I don't care. I think I'm white. It's giving me that. I'm just gonna call it. I know it hurts. The truth hurts, but it's giving me. Why do they have to get everything? Why can't I get things too? It's giving me that. It's giving me. I want proximity to whiteness, but it's not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna hate on other people. You could have just talked about, or literally go on Twitter and be like, hey, you know what? Aladdin, the second one has not come out yet. When is it gonna come out? Or talk about you not getting jobs, because we know you didn't get jobs for a long time and you're just hating. And you have been irrelevant since a long time after that Aladdin. And to be sincere, when I was watching Aladdin, I never watched you. I was watching Jasmine because she was very pretty, and watching Will Smith be funny. You as a character in Aladdin, I really didn't care, because to me, I was one of those people that said, hey, they couldn't find more handsome Aladdin. I was one of those people that said, hey, can we get a more handsomer Aladdin? Because this guy, I ain't feeling it. I'm pretty sure there are more handsome guys out there than he is. So yeah, I wasn't really one of them people that was really like feeling you like that. No, I was not. So instead of you to take the fact that your people or people from North Africa are not being represented more in Hollywood movies, you took upon yourself to go drag a movie that did not concern you. Like, you took that anger and put it on somebody else, instead of you going to the employers, to the people who made the movie, to the people who cast the actors, and literally say to them, you know what, we are not getting representation. We don't have more North African representation in Hollywood, and I would like that, we get more representation. And you could have used your Twitter platform for that. Specifically, you could have also talked about you not getting more jobs. You not getting any jobs, by the way. Let's just be sincere. You're not getting any jobs, because I haven't seen you in any movie since the Aladdin movie. Now, instead of you actually focusing on that and calling attention to that, and also calling attention to the fact that you ain't got a job, you decided to become a hater. You decided to go put your mouth where you should not be putting it. And now you've been dragged by Twitter by your hair, your ankle, and everything on you. Now, I am very, very disappointed in you, and you should have known better. So before we leave, I'm just gonna, bring up a video of somebody else having an opinion.
Really do not get any rest. Apparently, Mena Massoud, who plays Aladdin on the live action remake of Aladdin, has a problem with Halle Bailey in The Little Mermaid. So here's what he tweeted. I'm gonna let you guys read that. Pause to read. This is giving big hater energy, because The Little Mermaid hasn't even come out yet. So for him to fix his fingers and tweet this assumption that The Little Mermaid is not gonna do as well as Aladdin did, but it's still gonna get a sequel. Yeah, do you know what movies actually did get sequels that you didn't talk about? 101 Dalmatians. They've had like 3 live action movies. Yeah. Maleficent, which did not do as well as Aladdin did. Alice in Wonderland has 2 movies, but for some odd reason, he felt like he needed to call out The Little Mermaid. Big hater energy. Situations like this speak very largely to people's prejudices, their biases, and even though people get really feral when they hear the word, you might be racist. Halle was asked to audition for that role. She was asked. That means she was sought out. And regardless of that, it's not fair that she's getting all this hatred, not only from the public, but now from her peers, from other actors. Why? So what this now says to me is Mena Massoud specifically has an issue with the representation of Black people in film opposed to others. Now, him asking for representation would not be a problem if he came with the attitude of, because he's Egyptian, hey, I want to see more North African representation in these films. I want to see more Arab representation in these films. We would understand that. But he doesn't have a problem with that. He has a problem with the amount of black representation that there is. Because he has specifically targeted black people in all of his posts about representation. Then he deleted his account after saying it, and it's just like, why are you picking on the Little Mermaid? Of all movies, this is the one you want to pick on. And then people are going to say, oh, y'all are making it about race. But it is about race. Like, let's be for real. And he started it. Nobody was thinking about him. Nobody.
Now, I totally support what she said because what he did, I feel he had an actual intention in that particular tweet because instead of him going after the corporation and, the directors and all the bosses in Hollywood and talking to them about not being, portrayed and not giving opportunities, and also people from his country not giving chances to actually, come out and act in majority the way he wants it, by the way, because he thinks he should be getting special treatment. And instead of him doing that, he decided he was going to take his hate somewhere because I kind of feel like it was some kind of bias and hate that he's like in the back. Now, before I leave, I'm gonna be showing you guys what's been going on in Twitter, some of the screenshots that I took before I leave. And I'm gonna say this guy, I think he just burnt himself coming out and talking about the Little Mermaid. And then, if he would, at this point, I feel like if he would have just talked with the Little Mermaid, talking about how much, talking about money, I wouldn't have been, I wouldn't have felt anything. I'd probably be like, yeah, he's probably talking about, uh, getting a sequel. And yes, it would still make him sound bitter because he didn't call any other movie, but he came for the Little Mermaid. So I'm like, okay. But at the same time, he would still sound bitter, but it would not go this deep. It was when he started talking about the representation that I started giving him some side eyes. I'm like, something is definitely wrong here. But with that being said, let me just pull out what's been happening on Twitter so that you guys can see how he got ate up before he actually deleted his account. And I'm gonna say this: some people are saying he should have apologized. I don't think that guy wants to apologize for anything. That's why he deleted that account. He doesn't want to apologize for anything. He feels like he should be represented in Hollywood. That's his own say because this is the kind of people that I feel like if they had opportunities, the POC stuff would be out of the door if they could have opportunities to be majoritarily represented in the movies. And it's giving me side eye. That's why I even don't like the POC topics. Now, let me just bring up these, pictures, screenshots that I took from Twitter.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
So those are the tweets, and it is still going on. It's literally like a fire on the mountain on Twitter and TikTok. And people are going in on him. Like, I think people are going in on him more about the topic, the statement he made about representation. I think people are going in on him more for that than even the topic that I think he should have just stuck with business topic, because at first I don't see the reason why he came out talking, but he did put himself into this. And yeah, this is what you get when you put yourself out there and open your mouth and say things without even thinking it through. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna say this. You guys let me know what you think about all this controversial topic that have been going on out here about the Little Mermaid. Don't forget to press the like button, subscribe, leave your commentary on the comment section. And I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.
Bo, we've got company. Listen to me. You have to get out of there.